of the secrets. Chucktown stories of the secrets. Chucktown stories. Chucktown stories of the secrets. Chucktown stories of the secrets. Chucktown stories. Chucktown stories of the secrets. Chucktown stories of the secrets.
Peace. What's going on, y'all? It's your big brother, DaCoolOne, up in this thing, representing Chucktown, South Carolina to the fullest. I want to apologize to everyone, hold on a second, that, was messaging me through these times. I've been extremely busy, man. I was working and going to school, throughout 3 months. So I ain't had time to really post much of anything, and if I do, it was mainly of me working out, staying in shape, or I'm just posting a live story for the most part. So with that being said, I definitely apologize to those that messaged me and I didn't message back, but I will start messaging everyone that was messaging me. So be on the lookout for that. So with that being said, this was a video I wanted to make for some time now, and I will continue to start making more videos in the near future. All right. So with that being said, I just also want to say that I made a very big accomplishment, man. For those that's close to me knows what I mean by that. I don't want to say it on here. You know what I mean? Because I got some stalkers out there, you know what I'm saying? Believe it or not, I do have stalkers. So I'm not going to say what I did on video. Now, if y'all want to know what I did, y'all can message me or DM me or whatever, and I'll let y'all know the deal. So with that being said, this video right here, though, I wanted to kind of make. This was the behind the scenes of MusikalWorld, the album that I came out with in 2022, well, 2021, whatever, but it was originally made in 2010. Now, I may release some of the original versions of the songs that I've made, and I, pretty much rewrote and remade some of the songs that I made back then. So with that being said, this is the album right here on Apple Music, if y'all can see it. For those that haven't heard it yet, please peep it out, support your big brother, and I'll tell you more about this behind the scenes thing. All right, so I'm just gonna do why I made this song or whatever, and what made me made the song or whatnot. So the first one was the MusikalWorld intro. This song, I kind of wanted to make it sound a little goofy at the beginning. So I'm doing the different voices. If y'all know me, I'm known for the different voices. And I wanted to make it sound a little jokey. Have a little kid saying, "Yo, the cool one." Yeah, that good stuff. And then, I'm coming with the lyrical style that I normally do. And the beat is pretty dark, as y'all can probably hear it. And there's a rocket blasting off. As you can see on the album cover, I'm on a rocket with musical notes on it. And I'm saying that I'm going to another world where I love the melodies and music and stuff like that. So the next one is called It Is Nightfall. What made me make this song is, at that time, I might put the original version on here, but it may not be in the best quality. But again, it's a very underground album. What made me make this song is that I was thinking about a lot of the rappers back at that time period. This was like 2009, 2010. I was really bitter because of the fact that a lot of these rappers was making it in the game and they really didn't have talent. And I was just upset about it. And if you hear it, I just think y'all is whack. I said that on one of the lines, and I was just going off on the ones that's faking the funk, acting like they gangster and all that stuff, pretty much to the frauds. So I say it is nightfall that all y'all all the fakeness would be revealed. So that's what made me make that song. I thought it was a really nice track. Triple Ways, that was one of the songs that was one of the newer tracks that's not on the original MusikalWorld album. If y'all know, and I think a few of the guys caught on to what I was doing. This song, I was kind of influenced by, y'all know the rapper DJ Spanish Fly. He's a Memphis pioneer. I got the style from the ABCDEFG tape. I think it was Once Upon a Time or something like that. I heard the track and I thought it was like really nice and laid back, and so I made the beat as well, the Triple Ways beat, and I was like, let it sound a little old schoolish, you know what I'm saying, but still has that new vibe to it, you know what I mean? So I started making the beat, and I got a little sample from a movie. I ain't gonna tell y'all what it is, but for those that's a movie head like I am, a movie buff, y'all will probably know. But I was thinking to my head, like, I'm gonna try to be a little more lyrical. So the way I was rhyming on there, you would notice the rhyme patterns that I was doing, and the way I was rhyming, it was still the same rhythm, but different words in display. So I thought to myself, that was probably one of my favorite flow patterns. So I might make a music video for this track, maybe, I don't know. I have to see how things work out and see how it plays. The Pressure and Pain, this was another one of the newer tracks that was on here, or that's on here, and pretty much this is kind of like a sequel to the situation that I'm going through. For those that know me well, y'all know the situation. I'm pretty much explaining that the way I would have to resolve this problem is just disappear, like just get away from the nonsense. I even said back in 2008 to 2012, I was in total dismay. So I was in a whole bunch of mess that, you know, I personally wish I didn't get myself into, but it is what it is now. So that's why I said on the first verse, I said with my family here along with wifey, you know, because I'm basically trying to go at a better pace. The situation I was in was just pretty bad. So that's why I said Pressure and Pain got me going insane, for those that playing me thinking this is a game and all that. So then the next one is called One More Time. This may be a little confusing, but this is a prequel. So this is the situation. The beat that I had was really kind of dark, you know what I mean? I said to myself, this is a beat that I don't think no one ever really made before. And this song here is kind of a prequel to the song Pressure and Pain. This song is actually talking about the situation that I've been through back in 2009, 2010. I was really upset about it because I felt like I didn't really deserve it, although I did some bad deeds, you know what I'm saying? But again, if you know my personal situation, because basically I was kind of like, what's the word? I was kind of just broad with it. Like I say vague. I was vague with it because I didn't want to really reveal too much stuff. But basically, if you put it in a nutshell, One More Time would be the situation, and Pressure and Pain is the aftermath of what I was dealing with. Then If I Do Fail, this was another newer track that's not on the MusikalWorld album. This is on some deep personal situations that I've been going through, dealing with the devil and all that stuff. Although I didn't really say too much, but I'm telling the Most High to keep me walking a straight line. This song, I think a lot of us can compare to this, because I always say when you try to get things started on the right path, the devil is right there to stop you. You know what I'm saying? And pretty much, I'm just talking about my little experience with that. Life of a Bookworm. This song right here, I was digging it, man. This is one of my personal favorites off of the album because this song is pretty much Life of a Bookworm. I'm talking about all the books that I read when I was a little kid, you know what I mean? And even as an adult, I still read some books. In the beat, you probably can't really tell what it's sampled from, but y'all know the show Reading Rainbow. That track that song kind of inspired me to make this song Life of a Bookworm. If you pay attention how it sounds in the beginning, it almost sounds like that theme of it. But you know, I made my own little flavor to it. I don't think any rapper really made a track like that, like books and how they love reading books. I could be wrong, but I don't think any rapper or too much that I know has made a song about this content. And like I said, I really enjoy this track here. Not the last one, but the next one is called I Won't Make the Same Mistakes. Now, although this song is about women, I'm making it in a way of, I'm not saying sex is the issue. I'm saying basically the fact that I lied to some of them women to get what I want. And I'm basically saying that I apologize for not being honest from Jump Street. So I'm gonna go back. Life of a Bookworm and this track here is one of the newer songs that's not on the original MusikalWorld album. This one here I really dig because I'm basically being honest now with a lot of these women that say they love bad boys instead of the good guys, because it's always the saying, the good guys finish last, right? So I'm basically saying, so I'm gonna flip this. Why you didn't tell me that was your style? You know what I mean? Like, why you didn't tell me the deal? So that way I could have, you know what I'm saying, went on to the next step. So pretty much that's what the song's about. And y'all, man, I love some women with some really nice shapes. I ain't gonna get into it, but anyway, this is another one of those personal situations that I was going through. This came around 2013, 2014. This is another one of the newest tracks off of the album. If y'all listen to the song, I won't go into much depth with it, but if y'all listen to the song, I'm talking about some issues that I was dealing with. I'm pretty much telling people y'all ain't the only ones with problems. I dealt with issues before, and I still deal with issues. I've been, you know, at the beginning I said I was homeless. I couldn't, you know, I ain't had no roof to sleep under, you know what I mean? Like, I dealt with a lot of crap. Couldn't find myself. I really dig this track. Now, this one was on the original MusikalWorld album. I didn't really make any changes on here except a few. Do y'all be surprised where I kind of got this idea from? Y'all know the track by Juice from Snub Nose called Gotta Find Myself? That track there inspired me to make this one, Couldn't Find Myself. If y'all remember the track from Juice, Guice, that's how I spell. He was talking about things that he went through on that song. And I thought to myself, that was one of my favorite tracks ever from Juice, man. And Couldn't Find Myself, it may sound a little familiar with the rhythm, with the tempo, I should say. And I'm pretty much talking about some issues that I was dealing with around that time period in 2009. This was when I first experienced parenthood. I'll just put it like that. And I just saying that I couldn't find myself because life was full of havoc and all that. To me, I really love this song because it's on that personal level, and I dig it. So the next one is called Murderous Events. I know what y'all thinking. If y'all haven't listened to the song, I'm not actually talking about committing murder. I'm talking about some events in my mind. Like, I just thinking about retaliating on people that play me in the past and all that stuff. And if you listen to the hook, I said my mind mentally enters the murderous events. Like I'm thinking about committing some dirty crimes, you know what I mean? This is probably one of the only few songs that I'm talking about a little violence, you know, but I'm not actually committing violence. I'm just thinking it, you know what I mean? Like I just want to do some crazy things on people. But anyway, then Love This State. This is a track that I dig a lot. I have the original version of this song, and I'll put it out there, or I might just put it on the Almost Underground album, the original version. It's the same verses, but the hook is different. What made me make this track? I'm gonna tell y'all a little story, man. Shout out to Mr. Ski. Y'all know Mr. Ski from Immortal Inc. He has sent me, this was when I used to chat with him back in the day, like in 2004, 2005. I used to message him about productions, and he wanted me to, he sent me a lot of beats. I wish I still had that CD, I lost it, but he sent me a whole bunch of samples of beats. There was a couple of beats that I heard and I dig. That one, the beat that I made on this one, on Love This State, I was like, yo, Ski, man, let me get this beat right here. That's why I told him. I was like, because it had the same sound at the beginning. It had that at the beginning. So I told him, man, Mr. Ski, man, let me get this beat right here, man. And you know what he told me? He said that he lost it. He said he couldn't find that beat in particular. And I was so upset, man. I was like, man, because when I heard it, I played that beat so many times, and I was like, man, I love this one right here. So I told him to give me the full length of that. But like I said, he lost it. So I said, well, it is what it is, you know what I mean? So this came into play, and I was like, well, let me kind of remake it a little bit, but change it up. You know what I'm saying? So that's how that beat came about. And I thought that was probably, honestly, that's probably one of my favorite beats off of the album, man. I ain't talking about song, but just one of my favorite beats, because I feel like I put my all into it and add a lot of the extra elements in there. But the content is great too, because I'm talking about how I love the state of South Carolina and pretty much where I grew up at. And, you know, I say it's downfalls to the state too, but at the end of the day, I won't leave the state. So I'm proud of where I was born and raised and things of that nature. And then now the track Not Playing, the Chucktown freestyle. This was something that I wanted to show people that I do have lyrics, like I am very lyrical. And the beat, I thought to myself, was really nice. And this is an old beat too, man. This is a beat that I made back in 2009, 2010. So I made this beat around that time frame when MusikalWorld came out. I decided to add that, and then y'all heard the Juice sample. Now I'm holding on to this till I say so, and then you pull out the gun. I'm not playing. But this track, I wanted to show people that I can freestyle, and I actually freestyle this. I think people don't think I can freestyle, but I'm gonna do a video where I'm actually freestyling on the beat, you know. And I've learned to not cuss as I freestyle, because I know a lot of rappers have to use profanity to cuss. I don't feel like I need to do that. So I actually practice to the point where I don't have to cuss. Like, I don't think of it when I'm freestyling. I just flow with it. But anyway, that's that on the freestyle. Then All These Problems, that's the next track. I was, the original track is called That's the Case, but I changed it to All These Problems to let people know what I'm going through. Now, this track right here, I'm sure y'all heard the Kingpin Skinny Pimp, the 2000 Rap Dope Game, I believe. There was a track on there called Interplanetary Funk, and that was an instrumental. So this beat on here, I was planning to just make it an instrumental, like just let it just play, you know. And I was like, well, you know what I'm saying, maybe I should just do it. But I was like, let me just put 2 verses on here and then the hook, and then let the beat ride for a little while. And then after that, I set the hook. That's how I did it. So originally, I was just going to make an instrumental on this this track here, and I might just put the instrumental out there for those that may want to hear it, because I think to myself it's really dreamy and kind of dark, you know what I mean, and I just meditate off of the beat. So I might just do that one of these days and just put it out there. If for those that may want to rap off it too, I'll just give it away for free. So the next one is called The One. Y'all know this song. This one was produced by Mr. Ski, and I'm pretty much talking about wifey and how I feel she's the one for me and things of that nature. I'm not gonna get too much in depth with that, but you know, I wanted to make a track about a female, anyway, about a woman. So Within Me was the track that I really dig. I felt like the hook, I thought I did decent on the hook, but this song was just pretty much reminding people I represent in Chucktown. That's where I was from. And I said 2 verses about how I rep in Charleston and the areas where I grew up at. And then at the end, you'll hear me speaking Geechee. You know what I'm saying? It's just to show people I haven't lost the accent. So that's pretty much that on that song. And then I just did any upcoming albums coming soon or whatever. And then the last one is called Be Found. Now this one, I was not even planning to put this on the MusikalWorld album. This was just one of those filler tracks. And I was like, well, let me just put one more track on there to make it about 70 something minutes. Because I think for what I'm looking at, it's 1 hour and 16 minutes. So that's 76 minutes. So I was like, well, let me just put this on there just to add an extra track to it. Because originally I wasn't going to put it on there. But I was like, well, it does kind of blend in with the MusikalWorld flow of content. And it's also the only song that I cuss on. So I said, rolling, starting again as I struck. You really think we're playing, bro? You don't want to with us? And that was the only time that I cuss. You know, but I did that to let people know that I still can do it, but I keep it to a minimum, you know what I'm saying? So that way, because, you know, I want children to listen to this album too, you know what I'm saying? But maybe except a few that I wouldn't want them to listen to, but I just said that just to let y'all know, hey, I'm still with it, you know, but I just trying to keep it friendly, so to speak. But I'm just, speaking, you know, lyrical content on that song, and then the hook is from an old song that I made. I'll probably put it out sooner or later, and because I said at the end, I said my own sample, my own beat, or my own hook, or something like that. And I said for those that know this sample, y'all know where this sample is from, for the real underground heads. So with that being said, that's it for the behind the scenes of MusikalWorld. Also be on the lookout. I got an EP coming out soon called Melodious Tunes. I'm planning to get the artwork, you know, the cover done very soon, and I'll put one song out on YouTube first to let y'all know how I'm coming through with the flow and lyrics and the beat to add. I'll have that EP out probably by the end of March or early April. So I'm still working on that. I think I done made like 4 songs already. I'm trying to just have like 10 tracks on there. So be on the lookout for that. And also be on the lookout for the older songs that I'm gonna start uploading on this channel. So just keep in mind, these are older songs. This was the amateur or immature me. So the way I rap back then, I don't rap like that anymore. I'm pretty mature now. So with that being said, be on the lookout for those things. And I'll also explain the reasons behind of the tracks that I made. So appreciate y'all for watching this video. I know it was pretty long. And again, I'll say I'm going to message those that contact me throughout that time frame when I was going to school and I was going to work at the same time. So it was a struggle, but it was all worth it in the long run. So anyway, that's it. Much love to the real folks, and I'll be on here back with another video. All right, much love, guys. Peace, peace.